everybody's a guest at my table. Welcome to my channel. I know you're new here because I'm new here. This is my very first upload. I just wanted to introduce myself. I am your dinner party host, Kelsey. Thank you so much. I'm glad you got your invite to the dinner party. At the start of every video, I'm going to read a quote by Yogi Tea. No, Yogi Tea is not sponsored. I just know everybody could use a little inspiration in their lives. So for today's quote, walk beautifully, talk beautifully, live beautifully. Let me know in the comment section down below how that quote resonates with you today or just in general. For those curious, I'm drinking the mango ginger today. Super good. One of the first things that people learn about me is that I love pugs. In fact, well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Hold please. Now back to the regular scheduled programming. As I was saying, one of the first things that people learn about me is that I love pugs. In fact, I have 3 of them. One's named Nibbler, the other's named Potato, and the third one's named Artemis. A group of pugs is called a grumble. In fact, we have Potato here. Want to say hi? This is Potato, and the cookbook that fell is a potato cookbook. This is not sponsored. Nothing in this video is going to be sponsored, just talking about myself and my interests. But some of my friends call me Potato Queen, so I got this from my boyfriend's grandma. Right, Potato? She loves filming with me. In fact, I'm working on a channel for my pugs too. I don't know if it'll be up at the time of this upload, but just in case, I will have their channel linked in the description box down below. Aw, little love pug. And contrary to popular belief, I did not name Potato, funnily enough, because pugs are my favorite dog and potatoes are my favorite food. My boyfriend actually named her. Okay. Oh yeah, go take a nap, huh? She just wanted to pop in and say hi. I have loved cooking since I was a little girl, between 6 and 8, as early as I can remember. It's just where I felt the most comfortable. Potato's back. She's very distracted. She's so cute. She's so cute. You're so cute, but Mama's gotta work. When I was 12, I took a home ec class and I made this apron. I literally still have it. I'm almost 30 now. This was fun when it was completed, but the process of it, oh my goodness, I had never sewn before that. And of course, I had to pick denim as my first material to use, and I was just so frustrated, but honestly, I'm very happy that I went through and finished it. I don't even know if it fits. Oh, I mean, yeah. I made it long enough to fit me even then. There's no pocket, so maybe that'll be a future project to put a pocket on it. Something else you will quickly learn about me is that I love to collect vintage Pyrex. One of my friends got me into collecting. This pattern here is called Town and Country, and it was released from 1963 to 1967. There are about 5 other versions of this, but I like this one because it incorporates all the colors here. This pattern here is one of my favorites and one of the most known. This one here is called Butterfly Gold. 1 second, Potato. So my dogs are bell trained, meaning they'll ring the bell when they have to go potty rather than me taking them outside. They tell me when they need to go outside. So you will hear bells throughout my videos. It's just naturally going to happen. 1 second, Potato. But as I was saying, this one here is one of the most popular designs. There is a redesign. It was released in 79 to 81. I don't have any of the redesign. It also comes in a converted. And there's little things you can put in between to stack them. Some people don't use their Pyrex, they just display them. But Pyrex is so versatile, so easy to clean. I have to use it. And with my dinner parties, it just adds that pop of color that everybody could use, you know. This one here is called Barbed Wire. It was a 1950s promotional piece, which I have quite a few of the 50 promotional pieces. I'm thrilled about that, honestly, because my dad was born in 59. Potato, 1 second. 1 second. Come here. You were just outside. Come here. Come here. You want to film? My dad was born in 1959, so I love anything from the 50s naturally. But this one here is a divided casserole dish. So it's great for like appetizers, chip and dip type of thing. And also they advertised flipping the lid over, and then it was another serving platter, which is incredibly awesome. Like I was saying, Pyrex is so versatile. It's awesome. And so why do I I'm good at things. Why am I deciding to start a channel? Good question, you ask. I used to host a dinner party for 2 years, something like 2 years, once a week. It'd be every Saturday night. And all my friends would ask me, well, what's your recipe? Can I get your recipe? This is delicious. And I'm like, I would love to, but I don't have them written down. I know my recipes in my head, but trying to explain how to make them, I was just like, wait a second. I don't know. I can't tell you. Just a little this, a little that. So I decided to go back through all of my, what do you call it? All my signature dishes. Thanks, Potato. You're the inspiration I need. Oh. Nibs. Come on. I unfortunately live in a I unfortunately live in a very busy city. Pugs are naturally guard dogs. They used to be guard dogs for Chinese emperors. So you might hear some barking from time to time. It's kind of out of my control. Busy city. There's a lot of activity going on. So much room for activities. But it's been really fun to go back through and learn my signature dishes, write them down, and funnily enough, they've turned out so much better than what they were before, you know, because each time the variable would be different. Like I was saying, a little this, a little that, I don't know. But yeah, that's been really exciting, and I'm very excited to share my recipes with my guests, my friends, and my family. This is like my ode to all my friends, my family, my future kids, you know, something that I can leave for them in a way, you know, my legacy. This is leaving my legacy behind. I've loved watching food channels, Food Network since I was really young. What I would literally do is I would have a notebook, pause between each ingredient, write it down, and hope that I got everything right, all the measurements correct, all the directions correct, and then I go back and look, be like, well, I wish I would have recorded that, because now I don't remember it. Like, sure, the ingredients and directions help, but having pictures and video also helps. I'm a visual learner, so that's why I am very excited to do this channel. I hope you're excited as well. Some of the things to look forward are, of course, my signature dishes. And I really, I love doing these food challenges. My friend and I made these up, kind of like Guy's Grocery Grains, mixed with chopped but not timed. So we can change the rules every time. We'll roll dice and say we roll a 2 and a 6. those are the only aisles we can shop down in the grocery store. Or say we roll dice and pull a Scrabble letter or a couple Scrabble letters. Well, those are the only things we can shop for. Say it was a P, naturally P, because I love pugs, pandas, Pioneer Woman, purple, potatoes. So naturally I would say P, but you know, you can only shop with things that start with that letter or those aisles or just anything. I would love to hear rules and ideas from you guys as well, because that's honestly one of the funnest things to do. Like sometimes it turns out like really wacko, like I don't know if this is edible, but it's still fun. And other times you're like, I didn't know these things could go together, but it's magic and it's awesome that it happened. I also eventually want to do international dishes. Let me know where you're watching from and what your national dish is from that country. I would love to try it, as long as, you know, I'm able to get all the ingredients. Sometimes it's harder to get ingredients from other countries, so that might be more of a future thing that I try later on. Of course, I'm going to have lots of potato recipes, because naturally it would be potatoes. One year for my birthday, my boyfriend's parents made so many different types of potatoes. It was like baked potatoes, mashed potatoes, Hasselback potatoes, and one of my boyfriend's younger sisters is like, this is too much potato. I was like, oh, that was soul crushing. It was soul crushing. But yeah, if you have any ideas of any recipes or things you want me to try, please let me know what it is. I'm very interested, always looking for new ideas. Oh, also, I really want to make this a series. I already filmed that video, so I hope it does well. But I went to an estate sale and my boyfriend saw this recipe box and I was like, I'm not sure. It was a bunch of like clippings from magazines and whatnot. Like, that seems a little impersonal, you know. But then we went downstairs in the kitchen at this estate sale and there was this other recipe box, and I opened it up and it's all these flashcards and it has so many recipes in it. Let me get it, in fact. Oh, Nibbler. As I was saying, this thing is full of recipes. I have this whole stack here of all different recipes I want to try. These are things that intrigue me, like the one that I made right on top here. You'll have to subscribe, and you'll have to subscribe to my channel so you can see what this is that I'm talking about. But I really hope this does well, because in a way, like I said, this channel is my legacy to my friends, my family, my future kids. I want to make her legacy live on as well. I sadly did not get her name just because I could tell, you know, it was a hard time for the son. Obviously, loss is never an easy thing to go through. So I didn't want to ask questions, but I am very stoked to try these recipes, and I don't know, it gives me comfort, and it's like, it's a warm hug, like Olaf says, you know. So I'm very excited. I really hope you follow along on my journey. And these are just some of the staples of me. Let me know something that's a staple of you. I would love to get to know all of you. But that being said, today's first video, people ask me, all my friends are like, well, you know, what is going to be your first recipe? What are you going to first show your guests? And it's the dish that I learned to perfect first, so naturally I chose that one, and it's a hit at dinner parties in general, at holidays. So I'm going to clear off my table here, get my ingredients for that, and I will be right back. Hello, imagination. I am back with the ingredients. Super simple, super delicious. Any guesses? It's deviled eggs. Yes, yum, so good. So what you'll need are 12 eggs, 3/4 cups of mayonnaise, half a tablespoon of Mrs. Dash, and then a little extra for sprinkling. Again, no sponsors in this video. I just love Mrs. Dash, clearly. So you'll see this throughout my channel a lot. And then I wanted to bring out my favorite Pyrex pattern. This one here is called Forest Fancies. Super cute, so whimsical, so cottage-like. This one was released from 1980 to 1986. One of the longer running Pyrex patterns, which, I mean, I can see why. Super cute. Pug hair everywhere. I have this large bowl out here because we'll need it for an ice bath once the eggs are done cooking. I'm going to do it a little untraditional. I used to boil these on the stove, but then once I got my Instant Pot, I found out that was a much easier way, and the eggs turned out so much better. Chef's kiss. So you'll need your Instant Pot, a trivet, and a steamer basket as well. Oh, 1 cup of water. Dorky me, I forgot. But yeah, these are the things you'll need. What? I'm awkward. This is what you'll need for the deviled eggs. I'm going to grab my Instant Pot and get set up for that, and I will see you there. More imagination today. I got my Pioneer Woman Instant Pot. As I said earlier in the video, I love me some Pioneer Woman. I don't have a trivet, so I'm going to use a steamer basket. And don't worry, you'll see overhead shots of when I'm mixing all of the ingredients together for the yolk and everything. But I figured for this it was simple enough. You get the idea. I like to have the eggs go all the way around the steamer basket. Normally I make more than this because I'm used to having people over, but no one's coming over today. So I just figured I would make a small batch for the sake of this video. And then I like to clip the steamer basket shut. One key thing to note is you don't want any of the eggs to touch the pot itself at all. They will more than likely crack. And don't be alarmed, you probably will hear some popping while they're cooking. That's totally normal. And then the 1 cup of water I almost forgot. I just like to pour it over all of it. Make sure it's on the ceiling. Oh my goodness. Nibbler, potato. Come here. Come on. Okay. Come on. I know. You're the protectors of the house. Sit. Potato, sit. Sit. Nibbler, sit. Nibbler. Silly pugs. As I was saying, you want it to be on ceiling. I'm gonna come around. It's kind of awkward from this angle for me. Ceiling. Perfect. And manual for 2 minutes. And then it'll be a natural pressure release for 10, meaning you don't put it over to venting until 10 minutes are up. And then from there, we'll put it in that ice bath. But I'll show you once we're ready to release the steam and put it in the ice bath. But our little eggies are cooking. My precious. My precious. Sorry, I'm weird. I hope you're weird. I hope you can hang. Because that's what I'm about. Weirdness, quirkiness, all about that. Are you still here? Oops, I'm just dancing. Don't mind me. I'm always dancing. That's something that I naturally do. I'm not good at dancing, but it's fun. It's fun to move, fun to groove, you know, all like that. One of my old coworkers thought I was just the silliest little person. And I was like, I encouraged her to dance too, and she did. She danced at work in front of customers. She didn't care anymore. You know, it's good to be your authentic and true self. I strive for my most integral self, which I'm always integral, but you know, that's what I look for in other people too, to have integrity. And you know, just be you, boo-boo. I'm channeling my inner Drew Barrymore. That's another thing. I love me some Drew Barrymore. You'll see some of her cook line and cookware throughout my videos as well. Please give it a like if you also love Drew Barrymore. Alright, my eggies are coming up to pressure. And as I said, we'll see you at the ice bath. I don't know if you were counting when I was putting the eggs in, but I certainly wasn't. I originally had the eggs in a different bowl and I was like, wait, I want to show my favorite Pyrex pattern. So I transferred them onto this bowl, and after I was done dancing and whatnot, I look over on my counter and I'm like, there's one more egg. There's one more egg. Did I miscount? Did I don't know how that happened. It was a clear bowl. So I had to restart this, put my other egg in there. I was wondering, because I do about 12 to 16 at a time. And 12 normally is like, you know, a little tight. And I was like, wait a second. It fit awesome. Maybe these are just different eggs. No, I'm just a dork. So, yeah, I wasn't counting my eggs. All my eggs weren't in the basket, but they are now. My friend, she's gonna say that joke. I already know. She's gonna say, that was bad and you should feel bad. But I don't feel bad because now my eggs are in a basket. 10 minutes is up. I don't know if you can see that. It's blinking. Alright, we'll release any steam if there is any left. Usually there's not. Just a tad bit this time. You always want to wait a moment just to make sure all the pressure is actually decompressed there before trying to open it. We're good. I always open it away from me because pressure cookers have high steam. Oh yeah. Turn it off. I have my ice bath here. Be careful, it does get super hot. This is always the tricky part. Not so bad with 12 eggs. Okay, just drop it in the ice bath there. I'm gonna come around. And then I just pour them all out of the steamer basket. Yeet! I don't want these to sit in here for too long. The key to getting the perfect hard-boiled egg to peel is you want to get them while they're still hot. So I'm going to remove my Instant Pot, adjust my camera so it's an overhead shot, and I'll see you in just a moment. But I have my eggs here in the ice bath, a few paper towels here, a bowl to put all the yolks in the mixture in, a cutting board, a fork, a knife, a chopstick. You might be wondering, what the heck are you doing with a chopstick? Don't worry, we'll get there. A platter to set the eggs on, the mayo, and no, I did not forget the Mrs. Dash. I just didn't really have the room for it. Okay, let's see if it works this time. I like to crack the eggs on a hard surface. And then peel them over the paper towel. Oh, thank goodness. They worked out. Stay tuned to the end to see what the blooper was. Really hilarious. I've never had that happen to me before. Then I like to give them a little bath again. and then dry them off as best as I can. Keeping the shell away from the drying side. If it helps, you can always use separate paper towels. And I like to do it in all one fluid motion. Cut the egg in half. And this is where the chopstick comes in. I just flick the yolk in there. Not every egg survives, as you can see. That's totally fine. I luckily have a boyfriend that'll eat them. He loves hard-boiled eggs. See, I just love this technique. Yes, they just peel so nice. It's so frustrating when they just get stuck together and then it just doesn't peel right and you're like, no. All this for nothing. But your eggs don't have to be beautiful. As my boyfriend says, they all make a poop. Don't mind the pugs. Be careful not to pierce the egg with the chopstick. I'm going to get all of my eggs peeled, calm the dogs down, and then I'll see you for the next step. I had one egg not make it. I guess that one egg that I missed didn't want to be in the video at all. It's okay. I understand. Have all my yolks in this bowl. What I like to do is smash them down with the fork. This helps it make it so it's super creamy and not clumpy. It's okay to get a little messy too. That's the whole fun in the kitchen. You're not having fun if you're not making a mess, am I right? I try my best to get all the big clumps out that I can. Toss it around to make sure. That's just my ice maker making a presence again. Just about there. So you're left with these little crumblies. Almost looks like dry scrambled eggs in a way. And this is where I like to mix in my Mrs. Dash. Good to the last dash. Come on. Or close to the last dash. That little piece is stuck in there for some reason. Always have paper towels on hand. I had a Pioneer Woman spatula picked out, but I talked about Drew Barrymore, so she wanted to make a little presents. Beautiful by Drew Barrymore. Mixing all the Mrs. Dash here. And then a good rule of thumb that I like to use for the mayo is basically for 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise. So I have 12 eggs here, so 12 tablespoons is 3/4 of a cup. You can certainly use mustard as well if you want to get more brightness in the yellow, the yolk. My recipes are just a guideline. If you want to follow them to a T, go right ahead. I understand you gotta start somewhere in the kitchen if you're not familiar. But I always love to see, or I would always love to see how my guests incorporate their meals different than mine. You know, it's fun. You get ideas off of each other. But the best part is you gotta have fun in the kitchen. And this is where the magic happens. I like to make sure all the yolk is fully incorporated. Makes it super creamy, super delicious. The best part is this recipe is super simple. It's yummy, it's full of protein, very versatile too. This is just my traditional deviled eggs. Sometimes I like to cut up some fresh garlic and I call them garlic bombs, put them on top. Or I will take a baby dill pickle, cut it in half, put it across the whole top of the egg there, and then top it with some dill. Again, just have fun with your recipe. You can tell it's super creamy. There are some chunks naturally, it's just going to happen. Smells good. And I don't mind getting messy in the kitchen, so I just use my spatula, spoon it in, and then wipe it off into the egg. You can certainly use a piping bag or a Ziploc bag and just cut off the tip. But this is the way I've always done it, so sticking to my guns here. And some of the yolk doesn't always come off, like I think that was the first one I did, but that's okay. It'll still taste scrumptious. I like to start with a little bit at a time just to make sure that each egg gets a good amount of deliciousness. You can always go back if you have extra. There's usually always extra, and so I'm very happy about that because I love the filling. It's the best part. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you do differently to your deviled egg? I would love to hear. Or if you're even a fan of deviled eggs. Some people aren't. I haven't had these in so long because I've been waiting to make this video. I don't want to get burnt out. Not that I think I ever would, but you know, just in case. But these are literally a staple at all of my dinner parties, all of my holidays, Friendsgiving, stuff like that. It is my go-to. Again, they don't have to look beautiful. They can if you want to, of course. I mean, you would think with me having OCD, I'd want everyone to look beautiful, but I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Right, Potato? As soon as I said that, she started coming over here. Potato agrees. Potatoes. Yes. I used to bring deviled eggs all the time to one of the places I worked at. My coworkers loved them. So we would just have them in the fridge and they wouldn't last more than a day. But one of my coworkers said, there's something different about yours, some type of pepper or seasoning, and I never told the secret until now, but Mrs. Dash. I don't think I've ever done that. I've always had to go back and fill up some of the other ones, but yes. When some things go wrong, like the blooper, please stay tuned till the end to see what it was. Like, what the heck? So, I lost some and I won some. I would say that's a pretty good day. And the rest, oops, I might just eat this. Oh yeah. That filling is so scrumptious. I'm gonna get cleaned off. Oh! I'm not gonna get cleaned off yet. Let me make sure I have one clean hand. I was talking about Mrs. Dash and then I almost forgot. I just sprinkle the tops with a little bit of Mrs. Dash, a dash if you will. Kind of hard with this big one. Yes. This is like the icing on the cake, the cherry on top. I like to make sure each one has a good amount, but not too much. As I pour a bunch on that one, that's fine though. I will love that one, I'm sure. There we are. Yum. So now I'm going to get cleaned up. I'm going to come back with my final thoughts and I will see you there. This is my face when there's deviled eggs. I love them so much. Here's that one that I put a bit of Mrs. Dash on that I'm like, I'm going to love. Let's put it to the test. Chef's kiss. Potatoes down here like, please sir, may I have some more? No, but I will. Dang, these are so good, but you gotta be careful. Don't eat too many or you might fart a lot. Like, a lot. And that part of it, not exciting for everyone else, but if you have those silent but deadlies, you know what I'm talking about. I would love to know, do you have any of the same interests that I do? Do you love pugs? Do you love potatoes? Do you collect any Pyrex? Oh, that's another P word. I don't think I said it when I was like the Scrabble letter P. Do you collect any Pyrex? I'm curious to know what it is. Please let me know what they are in the comments down below. If you've made it this far into my video, thank you so much. I love you. I love all of you. I'm very happy to share my recipes with you and start this new journey and get to know all of you. I love building community. That's another reason why I wanted to have this platform. I love building community. One of my neighbors and I literally share food. We'll text each other, have you eaten yet? And she'll say no, and I'll be like, okay, I have some food for you. And it goes, you know, both ways. You don't see that in today's society a lot, unfortunately. So I definitely want to get back to the roots of how this country started and just how humanity is. You know, we love sharing our ideas and our thoughts and ourselves with everybody. So I am super excited to go on this journey, and I hope you'll go on this journey with me. That being said, if you thought these deviled eggs or this video was awesome, please give it a thumbs up. And if you've made yourself at home, I invite you to hit that subscribe button, and I am just very excited to see what the future holds. I wish all of you the best. If there's a goal you're working on, please do not give up. This is something I've wanted to do for a year and a half now, and I'm finally here, and I couldn't be more stoked, honestly. I will see all of you in the comments section, but that is all I have for you today. I love you all so much. I just thought of Azzyland. She's one of my favorites. Anyways, if you know, you know. If not, you don't. Also, stick around for the bloopers because they are coming. Bye. Hi guests, because everybody's a guest at my table. Squeakity squeakin' squeakers. Sorry about that, it's trash day. So I like to crack the egg on a hard surface. Oh dear. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. I wonder if because I forgot that one egg, if these didn't even cook. Oh snap. Okay. I also spilled rice in my Instant Pot, not the pot, but the actual mechanism itself. So I'm almost wondering if it messed it up. So I'm gonna put these back in, get 2 more eggs, and I hope that I don't ruin these. So, well, this is awkward. Now I think we're golden. It wouldn't be a first video if there wasn't some funny bloopers for the end. Bye.